Welcome to Marney's Minutes, where I share my advice, lessons learned, and best practices on various topics. On today's topic for career advice, we will discuss the role that the advisor, the mentor, and the sponsor play in the advancement of your career. I think we all know what a mentor is, and most likely most of you out there already have one or several of them. Question I get frequently asked is, what do you mean when you talk about an advisor or a sponsor, and what is the difference between those two roles and a mentor? Well, I would say that all three of these, especially if you want to fast track the advancement of your career, are key to be working with and to have a cadence of calls with so that you can accomplish that. So let's start with the advisor. This is most likely someone who is in your organization. For a physician, this could be an ortho lead, or it could be your business office manager at your practice. For someone in corporate, this could be someone in HR or finance. This is someone who offers knowledge and information. They typically know what's going on, the key initiatives, what's being funded, what's going to lose some funding. And while they may or may not have a level of influence to help you advance your career, they can at least offer information on who to be aware of, who to make sure you talk to, and quite frankly, if what you're hoping for is just not going to pan out. This is someone that you may look at having a cadence of quarterly or monthly calls, depending on your goals, how quickly you want to achieve them, and being respectful of their time. Let's get down to the mentor. These people do not have to be within your organization. I definitely suggest having at least one who's in your department or organization, but it could be previous managers, they could be previous program directors or influential faculty. The key component here is these people need to have a vested interest in your success. You have to trust them. You have to know that they actually care about you and your advancement, whether or not it helps them or not. The reason being is a really good mentor is going to have some hard to have conversations with you, especially if there's some hard or even soft skill sets that you need to refine or just quite frankly, really improve on before you can get to that next level. When you're in the midst of those hard conversations, when you're moving forward with all the action items they've given you, you need to remember that at the end of the day, they have your best interest at heart. And finally, we talk about the sponsor. This is definitely someone that you want to be in your department or your organization. This is someone who sits in the room where they're having the discussions about who gets that next promotion, who gets the section chief or the department chair role, or who gets voted into the society if that's what you're going for. I personally suggest that you don't work on the hard and soft skills and do a lot of professional development with your sponsor unless they started off as your mentor and they themselves have managed to fast track their way into a level of influence. The reason being is that you don't necessarily want them to know all of the challenging things that you had to manage, deal with, and overcome, because when they're sitting in that room and their peers are advocating for their proteges or their candidate, you want them to know without a shadow of a doubt that you're going to take on that new role or opportunity and eventually make them look good. So I suggest making new relationships with sponsors and mentors by really seeing what they're working on first. Is there a key initiative that they've been moving forward? Or is their job scope something that you're fascinated by and you think you can help with? If you schedule a call or a coffee or a lunch, let them know that you're interested in helping them, ask them to put you on a project or give you some work to do, and then make sure if they give you some action items that you accomplish those. And then before you come to the next meeting, agenda in hand, you've finished what they've asked you to and you've done a good job. At the end of the day, mentors, sponsors, and advisors are all out there. They're within your organization already. You may have inadvertently built relationships and not realized it, but sitting down and defining your goals and what you can work with each one of those three types is going to be a great way for you to advance your career and be a little bit more intentional with how you move things along. Thanks for watching Marney's Minutes. If you found today's topic useful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel.